Algebra 1, Lesson 58, we are multiplying polynomials. So in order to multiply polynomials, we first need to know how to distribute monomials to our binomials. Now remember, this is just multiplying our first term by everything inside of our parentheses. So we're going to get 2x times x and 2x times negative 2. So we get 2x squared minus 4x. And then on the second one, we're going to be doing, let me erase this really quick. We're going to be doing 3x squared times x plus 3. So 3x squared times x plus 3. And in this case, we're going to multiply out and get 3x cubed plus 9x squared. So distribution, we're going to multiply. And even in more complicated cases like this, or like these, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to end up with more terms, and we have to think about it just slightly more. So in our first term, we're doing negative 4xy times x squared. Now I can combine those x's to be x cubed. We still have our y, plus a negative 4xy squared, and then timesing a negative times a negative is plus 8xyz squared. Now we can simplify this a little bit just to say, instead of plus and minus, this is just subtraction here. Second one, we will multiply out and get 14x cubed minus 21x squared y squared. And lastly, just keep track of everything that's going on here. Oops, sorry, that should just be one. We should have 3 terms, not 4. Okay, so when we do this, we're going to have 3 multiplications, and we're going to get negative 30 a cubed b squared minus 18 ab cubed plus 12ab to the 4th c squared. Now, in all of these, we look to see if we can combine like terms, but in this case, remember, we need the same variable with the same exponent, so we end up not having anything to combine. Now, when we're multiplying binomials, one of our tools is FOIL, which means first, outer, inner, last. So for the first, that means that we're going to be doing x times x. That's the first part of each binomial. O, outer, we're going to be doing x times 5. Those are the ones on the complete outside of each binomial. I, inner, we're going to be doing 2 times x. And last, we're going to be doing 2 times 5. Now with all of these, we need to add them together once we've simplified. So we're going to add together x squared plus 5x plus 2x plus 10. And the 2 that are similar are these 2 right here. They're both x's. So we get x squared plus 7x plus 10. Now we have other ways to multiply these binomials, and one of them is the box method. So I'll show you on this top one. In the box method, we're going to be doing 2x minus 1. So each of those columns gets a part of the binomial, and each of the rows is going to get a binomial, or part of the binomial. And we find the area of each box, which means this top box is 2x by x. So we get 2x squared. Next box is negative 1 by x, so we get negative x. We get 4x and negative 2. And we can combine them to say we have 2x squared. Now these 2 are similar, so we can do plus 3x minus 2. And on this second one, one last way to do it is with rainbows and smiley faces. This is when we take our rainbow, our first rainbow, so first term times the first term of the second one, next rainbow times the second term. And we get 2y times negative y is negative 2y squared, and 2y times a positive 1 is plus 2y. And then we do our smiley faces, so negative 3 times negative y is plus 3y, and negative 3 times a positive 1 is minus 3. Now I put them actually in this order on purpose, because I want to line up the like terms so that I can say I have negative 2y squared plus 5y minus 3. And on this last one, doing whichever method you want, you will multiply out with the box method, the rainbows and smiley faces, the FOIL, but you get an answer of 4x squared minus 9. Alright, here's a couple more examples that you can try out. You can stop this video right now and try these, but regardless, on this one you'll get 2x squared plus, let's see, 8x plus 6, I believe, if I'm doing that in my head correctly. And on this last one you'll get b squared minus 9b plus 18. Now, we also want to be able to multiply out with trinomials and binomials. Now, FOIL ends up not working in this case. One method that you can go about it is kind of like you do multiplication, and you can do negative 3 times negative 6, which gives me 18, negative 3 times x, which gives me minus 3x, negative 3 times 3x squared, which is a 9x squared. And then we're going to be doing 2x times negative 6, which is a negative 12x, 2x times x, which is a 2x squared, and 2x times 3x squared, which is a 6x cubed. And then we're going to, how we line them up, we actually put them in with their like terms, so we get 18 minus 15x minus 7x squared and a 6x cubed. Now this method can work for you if you would like, but another way that's just as easy is the box method. So let me show you that on this one. So on the box method, instead of making 4 squares, we're going to make 6. Okay, because we want 3 columns for my trinomial, 5a squared, 2a, and negative 3, and 2 rows for my binomial, 3a and 4. What's nice about this box method is that we can have polynomials with 4, 5, 6 terms multiply together, and we can continue to use the box. But regardless, we find the area of each spot, and we get 15a cubed, 6a squared, minus 9a, and then we get 20a squared, 8a, and a negative 12. And we look to see if we have anything in common, and we do. We have these two can add together, and these two can add together. So we get 15a cubed plus 26a squared minus a minus 12. So the box method works as well when we are multiplying our trinomials by binomials, and many others. And the last method that you can do is rainbows and smiley faces. Now, with this one, I'm going to actually switch the order. It's easier to show when we have the binomial first. So I'm going to put 2, if my pen will work here. Let me try that again. We have 2x plus 7 times 3x squared minus 2x plus 3. And I'm going to do my rainbows. 2x times 3x squared is 6x cubed. 2x times a negative 2x is negative 4x squared. 2x times 3 is plus 6x. And then we do our smiley faces. 7 times 3x squared is a plus 21x squared. 7 times negative 2x is a negative 14x. And 7 times 3 is plus 21. And we add these up and get 6x cubed plus 17x squared minus 8x plus 21. That's what we should see under this big arrow. Okay, so any of the 3 methods will work multiplying your binomials together. Okay, you can try some of these examples out. I'm not going to show them all on the video. Here's another one. You can just go through these and try them out for yourself. Alright, now even when you get down to something like number 3 on this page, it's still going to work the same. You're just going to have more to keep track of. So let's say I do my box method here and I get x and y, and negative xy squared, 2x, negative 4y, and we get negative x squared y squared, 2x squared, negative 4xy, negative xy cubed, 2xy and negative 4y squared. The only similar terms are right here, the xy. So we end up with an answer of negative x squared y squared minus xy cubed minus 2y minus 4y squared. All right. So remember that when we have cubes outside of our binomials, this doesn't have to do x cubed plus 3 to the third. We actually need to do x plus 3 times x plus 3 times x plus 3. So in this case, you would put the two binomials together, all right, and get x squared plus 6x plus 9, and then do these two together, and we would end up with this 4-termed polynomial. All right, well, I hope this is helpful for studying.